Imagine waking up each morning, not with a groan or a desperate desire to hit the snooze button, but with a sense of anticipation and eagerness to start your day. What if I told you that such a life is not just possible, but within your reach? Welcome to a transformative journey, where we unravel the secrets of daily practices that can significantly boost your happiness. Let's start with a truth that we often overlook. Happiness is not a destination, it's a journey. It's not about that one grand achievement or the accumulation of material wealth. Instead, happiness is often found in the little moments of joy, the daily habits we cultivate, and the conscious decisions we make. It's these seemingly small things that, over time, contribute to a profound sense of contentment. Today, I'll share 5 such practices. These aren't lofty ideals but tangible, practical habits you can incorporate into your everyday life. They're backed by science and endorsed by the happiest people on earth. Let's delve deeper into our first practice, cultivating gratitude. Gratitude, at its core, is about recognizing and appreciating the good things in our lives, big or small. It's about shifting our focus from what our lives lack to the abundance that's already present. Now, one of the simplest ways to cultivate gratitude is by maintaining a daily gratitude journal. Every day, make it a point to write down 3 things that you're thankful for. They can be as simple as a delicious meal you had, a beautiful bird you saw, a compliment you received, or the smile on a loved one's face. There is no such thing as an insignificant moment of gratitude. It's about recognizing the little joys that often go unnoticed. Now, you might wonder, how can such a simple act amplify my happiness? Well, the answer lies within our brains. When we feel gratitude, our brain releases dopamine and serotonin, neurotransmitters responsible for our feelings of reward and well-being. Simply put, expressing gratitude literally makes our brains happier. Moreover, this practice trains our brains to seek out and focus on the positive aspects of our lives. Over time, this rewires our brain to see the world through a lens of gratitude, appreciating the good around us more often. The beauty of this practice is that it creates a positive feedback loop. The more gratitude we express, the more we notice things to be grateful for, and the happier we become. Moving on to our second daily practice, nurturing social connections. In our fast-paced, digitally driven world, we often undervalue the importance of genuine, heart-to-heart connections. The truth is, we, as human beings, are wired for connection. It's in our DNA. Social connections, our relationships with family, friends, colleagues, and neighbors, play a pivotal role in our happiness. Now, when we say nurturing social connections, it doesn't necessarily mean having a large social circle. It's about the quality of relationships, not the quantity. It's about having those 1 or 2 people you can rely on, confide in, share your highs and lows with, and simply be yourself with. Each day, make an effort to connect with someone. It could be a phone call with an old friend, a heartwarming conversation with a family member, a thoughtful message to a colleague, or even a friendly chat with a neighbor. The goal is to foster a sense of connection, understanding, and mutual respect. There's profound science behind the importance of social connections. Research shows that people with strong social relationships are happier, healthier, and live longer. Interacting with others triggers the release of oxytocin, often referred to as the bonding hormone. This hormone not only makes us feel good but also helps reduce stress and anxiety. But in the era of social media, our connections often become superficial, limited to likes, comments, and emojis. We need to go beyond these and create space for meaningful interactions. Engage in deeper conversations, listen empathetically, express genuine interest in others, and be present in the moment. Now, let's talk about the third practice that has a significant impact on our happiness, moving your body. Physical activity, in any form, can be a powerful mood booster. It's not just about physical health or weight management, it's also about your mental well-being. Physical activity prompts your body to release endorphins, the chemicals that act as natural painkillers and mood elevators. They are often referred to as the body's feel-good hormones. When these endorphins flood your body, you experience a sense of euphoria often called runner's high. But don't worry, you don't have to run a marathon to experience this. Any form of physical activity can trigger the release of these mood-enhancing chemicals. Each day, aim to get at least 30 minutes of physical activity. Now, this doesn't mean you need to hit the gym or stick to a rigid exercise regimen. It can be as simple as taking a walk in the park, doing a few stretches, dancing to your favorite song, or even gardening. The goal here is to find a physical activity that you enjoy and look forward to, rather than viewing it as a chore. Physical activity also helps you break away from the cycle of negative thoughts that often cloud your mind. It's a fantastic way to distract your mind and shift your focus. Plus, it can improve your self-esteem and resilience, further contributing to your happiness. Let's not forget the long-term benefits. Regular physical activity can reduce the risk of various physical health conditions like heart disease, diabetes, and obesity. Better physical health means fewer health-related worries, contributing to a happier you. The fourth practice we'll explore is mindfulness. In its simplest form, mindfulness means living in the present moment, being fully engaged in whatever you're doing, and not being overly reactive or overwhelmed by what's going on around you. A great way to practice mindfulness is through meditation. Contrary to popular belief, meditation is not about silencing your thoughts. It's about acknowledging them without judgment and then letting them go. It's about grounding yourself in the present and observing your thoughts and feelings from a distance, without getting carried away. All it takes is a few minutes each day. Find a quiet spot, sit comfortably, close your eyes, and focus on your breath. When your mind wanders, gently bring it back to your breath. Over time, this practice can help you develop a greater awareness of your thought patterns and enable you to steer them towards more positive paths. But mindfulness extends beyond meditation. It can be practiced at any moment of the day. Whether you're eating, walking, working, or even doing household chores, you can practice mindfulness. The key is to fully engage in the task, paying attention to every detail, every sensation, and experiencing the moment fully. Lastly, the fifth practice that can significantly elevate your happiness is practicing kindness. Kindness is a simple yet powerful act that can create ripples of positivity around you. It's the quality of being friendly, generous, and considerate. But it doesn't just benefit the receiver, the giver also reaps substantial benefits. Kindness can take many forms, and often the smallest acts can have the most profound impacts. It could be as simple as holding the door for someone, giving a compliment, helping a colleague, or even just offering a smile. Each act of kindness, however small, contributes to a warmer, more positive environment. The beauty of practicing kindness is that it creates a positive feedback loop. Acts of kindness trigger the release of oxytocin, sometimes referred to as the love hormone. This hormone helps lower blood pressure and improve heart health. But it also increases our self-esteem and optimism, which further elevates our happiness. But the magic doesn't stop there. When we perform acts of kindness, our brain's pleasure and reward centers light up, in a phenomenon known as helper's high. This creates a natural high similar to the one we get from exercise or good food. And, when people witness acts of kindness, they are more likely to pay it forward by doing good deeds for others. So, your one act of kindness has the potential to start a chain reaction, spreading positivity and happiness far beyond the initial act. I challenge you to practice a random act of kindness today. You might just be surprised by how much happiness it brings, not just to the receiver, but to you, the giver as well. Remember, these practices are not one-off actions to be ticked off a list, but habits to be cultivated and nurtured over time. While they may seem simple, don't underestimate their power. Like drops of water that over time fill a jar, these small, daily practices can significantly boost your happiness. So, let's make a pact. Starting today, let's make these practices a part of our lives. Let's pledge to express gratitude, nurture social connections, move our bodies, practice mindfulness, and be kind each day. Not because we have to, but because we choose happiness.